How you doing? I'm back. Let's talk business. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about 8 simple steps that you can take to get started with your online business today. So let's dig in. I have my notes here in front of me, so I'm going to be reading those because I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to leave anything out. And if you are someone who's been saying, I want to start an online business, I hear this entrepreneur thing is the way to go. It's the thing that's going to get me free from whatever it is that you're trying to get free from, whether it's your job, whether it's to have more time freedom, whether it's to supplement or increase your income. Starting an online business is a great opportunity. It's a great idea. And I don't want you to be all over the place, and I don't want you to keep getting ready to get started. I want you to jump right into it and take it by the reins and go for it. So I'm going to give you 8 simple steps that you can do today that'll get you on your way to successfully starting your online business. Now, keep in mind, these are not the only steps. These are not the only things that you will need to do, but these are the very things that I did when I started my business many years ago, and what I'm doing and what I have done in my business right now as I'm starting a brand new business from zero. So if this sounds like you, stay tuned. Number 1, the first thing you want to do is decide what problem you solve. Yes, being an entrepreneur, starting a business means that you are a problem solver. There has to be a problem out in the market somewhere, and you have to have a solution for a problem so that people will buy from you, they will pay for your services, and they will keep coming back so that you can continue to help them with the solution to that problem and any additional accessory problems that may come with what they're already dealing with. So number 1 is to decide what problem do you solve. So just for example, if you are into skin creams and let's say you had eczema and you were able to remove the eczema from your skin based off of a product concoction that you made of your own, then your problem solving skills would be in the skin care or in the dry skin care, to be even more niche specific. So you want to then, number 2, find the group of people who have said problem. Find the group of people who need your solution. You have a solution because you solve a problem. Now, number 2 says you need to find the group of people who need that problem solved. Because without the people who need what you have, you are not going to be in business. You're not going to make any money, and you're not going to be able to help and serve anyone, because if there's not a need for what it is that you offer, then there's no one to pay for said solution. So number 2 is find a group of people who have the problem that you solve. Be the answer to the problem. Number 3, this is my favorite one out of all 8 of these points. Choose a way to get paid. Yay! Find a way to get paid. Now, I know there's tons of payment solutions online, but I'm going to just name a couple to you that you can look into if you want to do further research. Google is going to be your best friend in this department, and word of mouth, or maybe you have heard of other people using other systems to get paid. But I'm going to share with you my number 1 payment choice, and the easiest and simplest for you to get to if you are a complete newbie or beginner is going to be Stripe. And I'll have the details for all of the links that I'm sharing and all of the options below this video. So be sure to check out the information below. So Stripe is going to be number 1. If you are selling a product, a digital product especially, then you may want to check out PayHip. And PayHip was the first solution that I used in order to get paid for the services that I was offering through my digital ebooks and other products, because they handle all of the sending of the downloads out. As soon as someone purchases, they get their download right away. They also collect the money for me and distribute the money to whatever account I hooked it up to. and they get their fee right away. So it doesn't cost you anything up front, which is great, especially if you're just starting out. And also they handle all of the logistics for you. So they send the documents or the downloads that your customer has purchased from you. They send it to them immediately as soon as they make their payment. Then they distribute the funds to whatever account that your part of the payment is going to be associated with, and then they turn around and they automatically retrieve their fund, which is usually around 2.9% and maybe 30 cents or 15 cents, or I think it's even 25 cents last I knew, per transaction, which is really not bad. And the greatest thing about it all is that you don't have to pay anything until you make a sale. So every time you make a sale, they get their small portion of the fee of whatever it costs to process that one transaction, and then they distribute the rest of your money into the account that you have set up, and connect it to them, and then they get their money right away. So then in the end, whatever you see in your payment account that you have attached is your final portion of that sale. And so it works really, really well, especially if you are a newbie. So number 4, this is another one of my favorites. It is an email list. Now, I know what you're saying. Shayla, an email list? I don't even know anybody to put on my email list. That's fine. But what I know for sure about business is consistency is key. And if you consistently treat your business as a business and not a hobby, you will consistently increase whatever it is you're trying to grow, whether it's your income, whether it's your client base, or whether it's your email list. So if you treat your business like a business in the beginning, you can start to go ahead and collect names. Because if you do have a product or service that you are offering, every time someone buys that product or service, that person should then become a part of your email list, your email autoresponder, your email marketing. So if you sell to someone or someone shows interest, that person should be on your email list. So you definitely want to have an email list, because this email list is going to serve you better than anything else in your business, because it's going to be the place that holds all of your potential and past clients, and which is going to help you with your future monetary sales and monetary increase in your business. All right, number 5. This one really gets me excited because, of course, I work with a lot of new business owners, and they're always like, well, you told me to get these clients and put them on this email list and find the group of people who I sell to. Where are these people? Paid traffic is a huge thing right now. It's probably the simplest way, even though sometimes the process of setting up the paid traffic, the ads, is not simple, but it's probably the simplest way for you to garner in people specifically targeted for what it is that you have to offer. But if you're brand new, that probably makes you feel overwhelmed, probably makes you want to quit before you start. And we don't want that, right? We need what you have to offer to go out to the world for those who have the problem that you have the solution for. So before you even think about getting overwhelmed, let me tell you one of my best ways for you to not only grow an audience, but to definitely get traffic of people who definitely are interested in what problem you solve. And that is a Facebook community. Yay, Facebook! You want to have a Facebook group. So Facebook is free. So you can go on and you can create a group for free, and you can start to garner and bring in people into your community where you will share content, value, more content and more value, because that's what the community is all about. It's about fostering an environment where people can come and get answers to their questions. Now, of course, you're not going to give everything away, but you do want to give a great amount of value to where people feel like, hey, you're really helping me out. What else do you have to offer? And if this free stuff is this juicy, I know that whatever you offer me that is a paid product has to blow my mind. So you want to start fostering people into your Facebook community. And that is as simple as sharing on your personal Facebook page saying, hey, if you're interested in whatever it is, this natural body cream that has changed my life and gotten rid of my eczema, and you can show them pictures on your arms, you can show them pictures on your body, maybe you use it on your children or maybe another family member or a friend. You can show those types of pictures onto your personal page and then share your Facebook group link and move people into your Facebook community where you can go deeper with them with sharing content and value that is really going to serve them, because now they can get to the meat and potatoes of what you offer, ask more questions, they can see more results, and they can start to see why what you offer is beneficial to them. And the great thing about a Facebook community is people can come and they can go as they please. So nobody is obligated to stay. It's absolutely free for you and for the person participating. So if at any time they don't feel like it's serving them anymore, no problem. You never want to be speaking to people who are not soulfully interested in what you have to offer. And if at any time they don't feel like they're getting what they need, they are more than welcome to leave the group or the community. Or if it's just not working for them right now, they want to come back at another time, they're able to do that as well. You definitely want to get in front of the people, again, who need the solution that you offer. And number 6, this is where a lot of people get kind of wavy when it comes to building a business, and you get kind of antsy and nervous because you're not sure exactly what to do. So I'm going to give it to you as plain and as simple as possible. So what you want to do is legalize your business. Whoa, I know. Where's the lawyer? Where's the accountant? They're not here. But you got me, and this is what I'm going to tell you. I am none of those. However, I have started multiple successful businesses, and what rule that I stand by, I'm going to tell you, but I am going to say this. Please, please, please don't hesitate to speak to an accountant and or an attorney that does small business information or gives small business information. Usually you can get those consultations for free or very low cost. But if you're just in the startup phase and you're just wanting to make sure you have all your ducks in a row, my rule of thumb is this. This is my personal rule of thumb. At the very minimum, you want to legalize your business with a sole prop or sole proprietorship is the legal term. And that is as simple as going online to your state's doing business or how to start a business website for your state, and make sure when you Google this information that it does say for your particular state, it is your state's website, because there's a lot of other services out there that will come up when you search how to start a business in Georgia, how to start a business in Washington, how to start a business in Texas, how to start a business in Arkansas, how to start a business in California. And it doesn't matter what state you search, these other companies will pop up of people who do the business setup for you. And if that is something you're into and you want to do, no problem. The services are there. But these are really steps you can do on your own, and there's not a lot of technicality to it. And if you do have questions, you can always call your state department. They are happy to help, because they're going to get paid when you get paid. And even if you don't make money, you still have to have some type of setup. And it's usually anywhere between $10 to $25 just to legalize your business as a sole prop. I know in states like Florida, it could be as high as $55. And the states that I'm speaking specifically on with numbers is because I have either had businesses open there or I've helped other people legalize their businesses, because I've had independent contractors work for me in the past. In the state of Texas, I think it was like $10 or $15 when I did it back in 2009 when I had my gift basket business. In Washington State, it's about $20 or $21. And then for every doing business as name that you add, it's usually an additional $5 to $10. And a doing business name just means a pseudo name. So my business, my name, Shayla Smart, I could do business as Shay, or I could do business as the Shayla Company, or I could do business just simply as my own name, and I wouldn't have to pay anything additional. But if I wanted to have a doing business as or a business name that people could write checks out to or pay me in the form of with that name, then I could add that for an additional $5 or $10. And you can have, I think, as many of those as you choose. Now, if you want to go a step further and cover yourself completely, because a sole prop still means that you are in business as an individual, which is great because it legalizes your business and it gives you some seriousness about your business. But if you want to go a step further and create an LLC, a limited liability company or corporation, you can do that as well. This is where I really want to hone in on checking with a lawyer or an accountant to help you get set up. I had an accountant to walk me through all of my steps when I decided to go towards the LLC, and I actually had already set up my LLC before I talked to my accountant. I did pretty good, but there were some things I didn't know that he hipped me to, and so that was great information. And again, the consultation was free for me to do. So if you do choose an LLC, just go ahead and make sure you take time to talk to someone who can guide you. And again, you can go to your state's website. And in this case, for an LLC, you would go to the Secretary of State for your state. So as for example, Washington is Washington Secretary of State. I could just Google that and it will come up. And you want to make sure again that it's the state's website. Some states may have the sole prop and the LLC together on the same website. But here in Washington, there's two different websites. If you want to do LLC or nonprofit, it's the state website, Secretary of State. If it's just a sole prop, then there's another website that they have at like the local county government, local county and city level. So it just depends on your state. And again, you can call directly to your state's department to figure out how to take those steps and which one to do. I have called before doing my LLC and the state walked me through it. Just right online, you can do everything there, pay and everything. It takes a couple of days. A LLC here in Washington State is about $200 if you do, it's $180, but an additional $20 if you do it online. Because they do it a little bit faster than you bring in the actual paper application or mailing the paper application in. So it costs about $200 to start an LLC here in the state of Washington. And if you do start an LLC, you can get what's called an EIN, which is a tax ID number, which you can go onto irs.gov and you can get that on there. But again, this is information that may seem a little bit overwhelming, and I don't want it to overwhelm you because you can choose sole prop. Takes about 15 minutes, maybe less, to get set up. LLC may take you closer to 30 or 45 minutes to fill out all the information, and then the state does the rest in the processing of the application. But if you have questions or you're unsure, then you want to get a free consultation with an accountant in your area, or just call the State Department and they'll walk you through it. It really isn't hard at all. I promise you it's not. Okay, we have number 7. Number 7, again, let's talk money. So number 7, you want to open a bank account, at least a separate account for your money. So I talked about a way to get paid earlier in these steps, and you do want a way to get paid, but you also want to make sure that you're filtering your money outside of your personal account. You do not want to commingle funds. Don't do it. The IRS will get you. So you want to make sure that you have your funds separate. So you want to have your personal finances over here and you want to have your business finances over here. I know, I get it. When you're starting out, it's kind of like, how do I balance? I need to pay money to start. I need to pay money to get these things. What if you want to get your email autoresponder set up? You can get it free for 30 days with the link that I leave below. But after 30 days, where do I pay? How do I pay? What account does that money come out of if I need to keep them separate, Shayla? I hear you. I got you. So one thing that I'm going to recommend, if you are not ready to go open a business bank account at your local bank, because sometimes there are minimum balances associated with having business accounts in some areas. If you go to certain banks, I know that you can get rewards like $200, $150 for opening said account, and that could be a great resource for you after you've done so many transactions or you've had a direct deposit. You can get this cash back, and that's a great way to get funds to start your business. But for those of you who are like, I'm not even there yet, I need the account but I can't do the minimum balance and all of that, no problem. There is a bank called Chime. They give you an actual account number and you get an actual debit card that is a Visa debit card, and it even has a chip that you can use to separate your funds. So you can use your Chime account specifically for your business banking needs, just to keep your money separate. Just open it in your regular name, just like you would a personal account, but just use that account to keep your money separate. There's also the Bluebird by American Express. There are a few restrictions on using that one, but you can go to your local grocery store or anywhere that they sell the prepaid cards, and you could grab that card there. I just want to caution you that everybody does not take American Express, even though it does come with a direct deposit routing number and account number. It could be a little bit more tricky to use, but if you just need to grab something quick and funds happen to be coming in pretty quickly for you, then that is an option as well. But I will leave the link for Chime below. And Chime is a great resource too. You guys know I'm all about affiliate marketing. If you don't know what affiliate marketing is, don't worry. I have videos coming up all about that. But if you are a part of the Chime community, then you can become an affiliate for Chime, which means when you refer other people to sign up for Chime and they do, and they meet the requirements, then you can get a referral payment for referring Chime to other people. And lastly, number 8. So number 8 is near and dear to my heart because why? Because I'm a teacher. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm teaching you, you learning, we getting it all together. So I want you to choose a coach and or a teacher that you can learn from. Now, wait a minute. What do you mean you just watched 50 videos before you got to this one? What do you mean that you've heard all of this information before? Well, let me tell you this. One of the things that keeps many people from going forward in their endeavors in life in general, but in business, as we're talking about today, is that they get information overload. Too much information is not good, not at one time. So I just want to caution you, and I just have been feeling this in my heart. God has been speaking to me, letting me know that this needs to be said, that I don't want you to get overwhelmed because you're listening to this person and that person and this person and that person, this person, that person, and all these people. I want you to find one person if possible, 2 if necessary, but no more than 3 to follow. And don't follow multiple people on the same topic because everybody's going to have something different to say. There's thousands of videos about what you need to start a business, but there's only one Shayla and there's only one way that you can get this information from me. It's through me, right? So if you want to hear somebody else's opinion, no problem, but just know I warned you. It's easy to get overloaded and overwhelmed when you're trying to hear from every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I just wanted to say that phrase because everybody has a different way of doing things. Everybody believes things should be done in a different order. Everybody believes that you should have this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying that all the information here is the only information. I said that in the beginning, but I am saying these are the basics that I did. This has worked. This is proven. If you set up these minimal 8 things, you are well on your way to creating the online business of your dreams. There's a ton more to do. There's lots of things that you need to know. There's going to be so much for you to implement over the process, over the months, over the years of you building this successful, amazing online business. But for now, for today, in this video, let's stay focused. Do these 8 things. I give you 5 days to complete all 8 steps, and you will be on your way to feeling accomplished. That's going to make you feel more amped up about doing the next steps and getting the next tasks done so that you can go on and continue to build your business the right way. No need to be overwhelmed. You got the information you need. 5 days, let's get it done. Comment down below and let me know which of these steps are you working on right now. If you've done all 8 steps, where are you now in your business process? If you're like, okay, this was great, I'm ready to go, let me know when you're going to get started and come back to this video and let me know when you're finished. I want to cheer you on, and if you need a community of support that is going to be here with you, cheering you on, making sure that you stay accountable in the business that you said you wanted to start, then you can join me in my Facebook community. The link is down below. My First $100 Online is the community where we help you make your first $100 online and beyond. So be sure to check us out over on Facebook. And if you're feeling real snazzy, you can go ahead and follow us on Instagram. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Do business, serve others, and make a big impact on the world. Bye for now.